Hey, what's up? This is GMoney from the podcast. The mics are open, and we've been having a conversation about financial planning and financial honesty. And of course, as usual, the usual suspects, my co-hosts.
Andy Young.
And Calvin.
All right, now last week,
Yeah.
we spoke about honesty. And everybody spoke about how honest they were with their finances and we're not telling no lies. So I want to give you guys an honesty quiz right now.
Go ahead. Hit us.
Now, let me give you a question, Andy. How much did you spend on Uber last month?
A precise figure?
Yeah, tell me how much you spent on Uber.
Yo, bro, I'll be honest, I don't know the precise figure.
That's where the honesty is now coming. All right, cool. How much did you work in agency, you work on radio.
Yeah.
How much did you spend on entertaining clients and eating out last month?
Wow. Well, you see,
Basic questions.
yeah, very.
Well, let me tell you, in the last month, I spent on Uber 9,397 shillings.
That's good.
And eating out with clients and stuff, well, that's a bit more. That was like,
Yeah.
but it was like 54,000 shillings.
Wow.
Yeah, but I had a lot of meetings last month. I wasn't just feeding myself, yeah?
Yeah.
But yeah, the point I'm trying to make is this. I know to the exact cent how much money I've spent last month. I can tell you, for example, on my digital stuff, flyers and SoundCloud and Apple Music, I spent just under 20,000 shillings on all my subscriptions. So the point I'm trying to make is, I know exactly where I am financially at all times.
You're keeping record of
And
everything.
there's never a point where you can say to me, gee, how much money do you have, when I can't tell you? When I get to that point, I'll stop tracking.
But at the end of the day, I feel like every time you're going to bed, you already know how much money you have in your bank account. Is it just me?
No, well,
I think it does.
the thing is, the way I look at it is this,
Yeah.
right? If we talk about financial honesty and we don't track how much we spend, how can we fulfill our financial plan? Think about it as an athlete. You could be the fastest sprinter on earth, but if nobody's timing your race, how does anyone know how fast you can actually run? We know Usain Bolt, fastest man on earth. It's proven because his time has been tracked.
Yeah.
You can only be in good financial health when you start to track all of your finances.
So when we talk about tracking, it's literally, if I spent this much on fuel, I've got to put it into some ledger or something.
I spent 7,000 shillings on fuel last month.
So you have to put everything.
Everything.
If
Why would you leave some stuff out?
if you bought a bottle of water
Yeah,
for 50 shillings,
Listen, if I buy a bottle of water and it's during my lunch, the cost of my lunch is going to be put down.
okay.
I go to park at the mall and the parking is 100 bob. I put it down. And the reason is this, right? If you're going to steady the ship financially, you have to know where the ship is. And once you've tracked yourself for 1 month, or 2 months, or 3 months, you can begin to see what you're spending money excess on
Yeah.
and where you can make savings. So for me, when I started to track my finances, I realized I had all of these things I didn't use. I had so many TV streaming services, subscriptions, the usual, the Netflix, the this, the that, like 5 different subscriptions. And the only thing I watch is football. So I was able to cut those out immediately.
Yeah.
Then I wondered to myself, okay, how can I have a car and spend 20,000 on fuel and then spend 20,000 on Uber? I have to balance it out. Let me bring it down. So now I have a budget.
Yeah.
My budget for fuel every month is 10k. And if I go over it, so be it. If not, but I know where I am.
Or it's not cast on stone like
No.
I can't not,
You
move
just,
past this
no,
area.
that's the thing. People start to think that when you're tracking, everything is
Has to be
is
within.
cast in stone. No, when you start to track, it gives you an idea of where your money is, where it's going, and what you need to stop doing or to cut back on.
So-
No one's saying don't eat. No one's saying don't Uber. No one's saying don't drive. But we're saying know how much you spend, and then you know where you can make your cuts.
So how often do you update this? Is it
Personally, my tracker, I update every couple of days. And
Let's not
then,
even go to how often, how do you track?
so I track,
Yeah.
there's 2 ways I track.
Yeah.
I track on, I don't spend cash
Okay.
at all. I rarely have
That's
cash.
you.
So usually what I do is M-Pesa, I go through my M-Pesa,
The
and you
ledger.
can see what you've spent your M-Pesa on.
Yeah.
And I go through my bank cards
Yeah.
to see what I've spent my money on. So at the end of every day, when you text or when you swipe or whatever, M-Pesa, you get a notification. So most evenings, 2 evenings out, 3 or 4 evenings a week, I go through my M-Pesa and I see I spent this. I enter them onto my Excel spreadsheet and the totals up for me, and then I can see at the end of the month exactly where I am.
I think for me, I've tried it with you know the bank statement that you get from the bank.
Yeah.
But it's a bit scary.
By the time you get to the bank statement,
Yeah.
you're trying to go back for a month worth of.
Yeah.
And then you come on, Arsenal are going to be playing Liverpool. Who wants to sit there and go through bank statements? That's a fact.
Yeah,
By the time you start going back with your bank statements, Liverpool are playing Arsenal. Who's got time to go back
To
through all of
watch
that
Arsenal
stuff?
being hit. Yeah.
Get it into a habit on a daily basis, and you'll be surprised. You'll remember to do it even when without any prompting.
Yeah.
Tracking your money is the only way for you to be financially honest and financially responsibility, and is one of the key points when it comes to financial planning.